Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope everyone is doing well. Today I've got another makeup look for you. The theme of this video is pretty much going to be makeup that I have used a while back, and it's just sitting on my dresser or my vanity and I haven't used in such a long time. Some of these products are very old, as in like they're old products, they're not new releases, so they're not new products to the market. And some of them are new. I purchased them a few months back, but they've just been sitting on my vanity and I haven't even used them. So I just wanted to go back into my makeup collection and basically revive some old memories of certain products that I used to use all the time and that were pretty much staples, not just in my makeup collection, but maybe a lot of you guys and a lot of other beauty gurus have also used in the past. So that is what the theme of today's video is going to be. And so let's just dive right in. I'm going to start off with this NYX First Base Primer Spray. This is just going to be adding some hydration onto my skin, just because I'm feeling a little extra dry. Next, I'm going in with the Makeup Forever Skin Base Smoothing Primer. This is also another product that people used to use all the time, and I'm just going to be using this just to smooth out the center of my face where I have pores. To add a little bit of radiance underneath my foundation, I'm going to go in with this Melanie Mills Gleam Body Radiance. This is the one in collaboration with Sandra Deluxe. It's the Peach Deluxe one. I remember how Sandra Deluxe used to use Melanie Mills all the time. She probably still does. And she loved it so much that they ended up collabing with her. Foundation was probably the hardest one to pick as to which one I want to use that I haven't used in such a long time, because there's a couple, but I think I decided to go with the Dior Air Flash because I haven't used this in a hot minute, and I actually love this product, and I'm in the shade 4WO, and this is just a beautiful foundation. It's lightweight, it's layerable, it's buildable, and the shade match is awesome, and it's really long lasting as well. This kind of feels like a first impressions for me all over again because I just haven't used these products in such a long time and I just forgot how amazing they are. So next I'm going to use this NYX concealer. This is the Studio Photogenic Concealer, and I'm in the shade CW 6.7. And just with my fingers I'm going to slightly tap and blend it out. I'm going to be using the It Bye Bye Concealer in the shade Tan, just to take away a little bit of the darkness from under my eyes. This is more of a peachy tone, so it's just going to help correct the blue and purple veins I have underneath my eyes. And again, with my fingers, I am going to lightly, gently press underneath my eyes just to brighten that area up, and as you can see, it is covering up my dark circles. And as you guys can see the difference, this is much brighter than this, and it just makes you look awake. And you only need like a tiny, tiny drop because it's very, very pigmented. For the center of my face, I'm going to use another concealer. This is called the Urban Decay Allnighter. This is more of a full coverage concealer. I have the shade medium dark. I just mixed it at the back of my hand with that It Cosmetics concealer. And then I'm just going to take a brush, the same foundation brush that I've been using, and I'm just going to apply this to the center of my face where I would normally highlight. I find that using a brush this way deposits less product, but it still brightens up the face without it looking cakey, and just applying too much product just makes your, I don't know, face just look heavy. And it also, I find that throughout the day the products slip off and I don't really like that look, so this way it just gets rid of any excess product. So for my bronzer, I am using a new product. It's new to me and I've been wanting to get my hands on this for a very long time because a lot of people have been raving about it, and that is the Huda Beauty Tantour. I picked the shade Fair, and this is what the shade looks like. It's nice and neutral tone, and I don't like bronzers that are too orange or too dark on me because I just like a very light contour. Funny story, actually, the lady at Sephora that was working there, she told me that I should go for the next shade up because this shade was going to be too light for me. She's like, you're way too dark to be using this shade. It's going to look patchy and ashy and XYZ, and she tried really, really hard to tell me that this is not my shade. It just seemed funny to me because she was just really convinced trying to tell me that I'm just a way too dark of a person to be going for this shade. So we shall see. I'm just taking the Real Technique stippling brush and I'm just going to dip this in here, and I'm just going to go in and start to contour. And yeah, just as I thought, that I don't think that this is going to be ashy on me. It's not ashy at all. It just gives me a really nice soft definition rather than having a really dark orangey contour. And I certainly prefer something a little bit more neutral. Now I'm going to go in with a little bit of cream highlight. I will be applying a powder highlight later, so I've decided to go with these two. It's the Bright Future Illuminator, and I have the shade 1, which is Champagne, and 3, which is Cognac. I'm going to mix the two, and I'm just going to use my fingers for this. And it's not moving any of the makeup underneath, so it sits on top really, really nicely. Just added a nice subtle glow. I will be going in with another highlighter on top. So I'm done with all the cream products. I'm going to move on to setting my face with powders. I'm going to be using the NYX Mineral Set It, Don't Fret It loose powder. You know what, guys? I changed my mind and I realized that that is not the powder that I used to use all the time. I'm actually going to go in with the OG Van 9 banana powder because this was all over YouTube in the beginning, this and Airspun. Oh my gosh, every beauty guru raved about this powder, so I'm actually going to use this one instead. And finally, for blush, I'm going to be using another staple, which is from MAC. This is Warm Soul. This is still in its original packaging. I don't care if this product is expired, it probably is. But this is such a beautiful shade. It is, again, well loved, well talked about, well used. So I'm just going to use this. I'm also going to be bringing this a little bit towards the center of my nose. Lately, I've been doing that with most bronzers and blushes. Very neutral and just nice and fresh. I'm gonna add just a little bit more highlighter, and I'm gonna go back into the Sculpt and Glow palette by Focallure, and I'm gonna use this highlighter right here. I'm just gonna pick this up on my e.l.f. blush, and I'm gonna go and apply this just on top in circular motions. Hi, we're really up close and personal. I'm going to move on to the eyes right now, and for the eyes I don't have my holy grail primer that I used to use, which is the Urban Decay primer potion, which everybody knows about. I don't use that anymore and I don't have it, so I'm going to go in with the next best discovery because I replaced that with this, and that is the Smashbox 24-hour photo finish, and this is an amazing product. It really does what it says. I haven't worn it for 24 hours, but I have worn it during really hot days, special events, weddings, and the eyeshadow does not fail. The pigmentation stays through. You get no creasing, rain, shine, doesn't matter. It is absolutely an amazing, amazing product. So I'm going to start off first with the Nudes of New York from Maybelline, and I'm going to go in with the shade right here, Heroin, and I'm just going to very messily, I'm not being precise, just apply this kind of all over my crease. And just, if it gets onto your eyelids, it's not a big deal because I'm going to be using another color on top anyways. Next, I'm going to go in with the shade right here. It's called Creator. And then apply that specifically on the crease just to deepen up my crease just a little bit more. The next shade I'm picking up is this one called Pioneer, and I'm going to be using that on a NYX number 13 brush. It's like a nice packing brush, and I'm just going to apply that all over my lids. It's picking up really well considering I'm using a brush and not anything wet. It's gorgeous. It's a very, very beautiful color. I'm actually going to pick up Creator and Self Starter, and I'm going to apply that to the bottom lash line just to deepen this up. I'm also going to be taking this slightly to the outer corners to deepen this area up as well, and just blend it in. Overall, these shadows are performing really, really nicely. I'm not getting a lot of fallout at all. On the pan too, the kickback is next to nothing, really. I'm going back with a little bit of Pioneer on the same brush, and I'm just going to apply that as well to the lash line, just to give my lash line a little bit of shimmer. I want to add a little bit of shimmer just to the center, and for that I'm going to go back in with the shade right here. It's called Inspire. It's a little bit more of a brighter gold, just a little bit to the center right there. So I'm going to quickly tightline, and I'm going to use this Marc Jacobs Hiliner in black. And I'm just going to take the same brush from NYX and just smudge this out. for my mascara, I'm going to go in with the Smokey Lash Mascara from Makeup Forever. Oh my gosh, I used to use this all the time. Alright guys, so I decided to go in with a pair of falsies, but I wanted to keep it fairly light. These are also by Kiss. And yeah, so they're in the number 03. They're a little bit more wispier and a little bit more natural. And finally, we are down to the last part, which are the lips. And I'm going to be using my holy grail lip liner, my very first lip liner that I ever bought from MAC. And that would be the Spice Lip Pencil. Everyone on YouTube was raving about this, and of course I am talking about the Anastasia liquid lipsticks. And I just like to use very little of this because the more I use the liquid lipsticks, I've realized that it tends to set and then crack throughout the day. So if I use very little and I just blot with my fingers, it tends to fade throughout the day just like a regular lipstick would. I'm going to use just a little bit of Catherine on top just to brighten this up just a tad. I'm just going to dab a little and then use my fingers to blend it out. I'm just going to add a little hint of color. I can already feel the lips getting a little bit dry, so I'm going to use a lip oil, and I've been using this since I've discovered it. I really, really love this product. This is from NYX, and I'm just going to dab on the center. Why I like this lip oil is because it's not sticky. Some glosses are, and it just gives your lip like a really nice shine as well, and it keeps it hydrated throughout the day. And of course, I'm going to set with the Urban Decay All-Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. Who can forget about this OG product? This is a product that works. It's tried and tested. Everybody and their mother was talking about it. It's just as famous as the Urban Decay Primer Potions. All right, guys, this is the finished look. I really enjoyed creating this for you, playing with some old products and some new ones. I really hope this was a nice trip down memory lane. It certainly was for me. I've rediscovered products that I stopped using, and I don't know why, to be honest, with all of this makeup that's coming out. You know, you just try something new all the time and you forget about the tried, tested, and true makeup that I think brought the YouTube community together in the first place. So yeah, that's it for me today. Hope you're having a great day wherever you are, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!